Thank you, and Matt Ryan for MVP.
What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Rise Up Rundown, and if you're new here, welcome. I should stress out that first off, I am incredibly sick right now as I record this. I feel like if I try to raise my voice any higher, I'm gonna start coughing, so just bear with me here. But anyway, the big news did officially happen. Like the big news. It's like we kind of saw this coming in a way, but as soon as it happened, we were shocked. Matt Ryan is officially traded to the Indianapolis Colts, and we got a third-round pick in return, and the Falcons have agreed to sign Marcus Mariota from the Raiders. So I will first go over what all of this means for the Falcons, and then I guess some personal stuff about how I feel about Matt Ryan, and a little bit of a hint. As you saw from the intro and this jersey, I have a lot of good things to say about Matt Ryan. But anyway, what does this mean for the Falcons? You're lucky that I don't have a ton of energy to do this right now because for one thing, it was like 2 years past. Let's just kind of move on real quickly. And then two, I'm really sick. But I told you the Falcons are rebuilding. Told you. People really hate the word rebuilding because it means that they're purposely going to lose games. So they're basically like wasting a year kind of. I know it sucks. But I told you, man, the Falcons need to rebuild. I made these annoying freaking rants all over 2020 saying, this roster is not as talented as you think. We are never going to win with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. It's time to move on. Last year, I think, was more of an evaluation year with the new general manager and head coach. They were like, let's just see where this roster is at, and however they do this year, we'll just see if we can keep them or not. And this year, I think they're like, okay, we weren't very good in 2021. Let's be real, this roster is not very good. So we're going to rebuild. And I think that is the pretty clear direction here. Getting rid of the quarterback is already indicator number one. But then second, I mean, they're getting rid of Foye-Oluokun. They're getting rid of Russell Gage, all of their receivers, basically. It's a very clear as day rebuild. Now, if they brought in Deshaun Watson, I feel that'd be different, but they could not. So the Falcons, they're going to suck in 2022, unfortunately. But we're all going to get through it together. I know it stinks, not even just because we're going to suck, but also because we have barely anyone from that 2016 Super Bowl run. Right now, we only have Jake Matthews and Grady Jarrett, and I'm sure there's someone else I'm missing. But times are changing. And it does suck, but we're going to get through it together, all right? 2022, we're still going to make it a very fun season, even though it looks like it won't be very fun. How do I feel about Marcus Mariota, though? This is so clearly just a bridge quarterback. No one's seriously sitting here saying that Marcus Mariota is going to be our future franchise quarterback. He's just going to be here to fill in for the 2022 season, see how it goes, see what he can do. And then I'm assuming we're probably going to draft a quarterback in 2023, and Marcus Mariota is the second string quarterback, which would be nice. To have, unless Terry Fontenot wants to use him as a future Taysom Hill, which would be kind of cool. I mean, he's already a better quarterback than Taysom Hill, so that's nice. So we'll just see where that goes. But as far as 2022 goes, I think Marcus Mariota is pretty clearly just a bridge quarterback. We're just gonna test him out this year and see where it goes. But then next year we get our rookie quarterback. And I think we should deliver on that. The Falcons have always been pretty good at drafting quarterbacks, to be honest with you. Going back to Matt Ryan and Michael Vick when he was there. And then, you get the idea. Like, the Falcons have always been pretty good at drafting quarterbacks, so I don't really have any worries on that. But we'll just see where all of that goes. That's my overall stance on the Falcons. Matt Ryan is gone, and a lot of other players are going too. About the only huge signing we made was Casey Hayward coming to the Falcons, and I'll make a video on that soon. But other than that, Russell Gage is gone, and Foye-Oluokun, Matt Ryan. We got some other big names back like Cordero Patterson and Younghoe Koo, but I think this is overall a rebuild. And then also, Marcus Mariota is a bridge quarterback, is my opinion. Now, how do I feel about this personally, though? It sucks. Because it's like you got what you wanted, because I'll be honest, I didn't really see this working with the whole win now with Matt Ryan thing. I just felt they weren't going to build a good roster in time because the roster has so many freaking holes. The secondary looks like it's fixed, just like I predicted. I actually said that at the moment, secondary is an issue, but I think over the offseason they will fix it. And they did with Casey Hayward and AJ Terrell and hopefully 2 promising safeties. But, you know, other than that, this roster's a mess. We have got to get a lot of picks, save a lot of money. It's going to take a long time to build a great team here. And I just felt Matt Ryan was not going to work out here for the next 2+ years. That was just a lot to ask for. So you got what you wanted, but still doesn't feel good. But hey, overall, thank you, Matt Ryan, for everything you've done. There will never be another greater Falcon than you. I think everyone knows he's the greatest Falcons quarterback of all time. Is he the greatest Falcons player of all time? It's either him or Julio Jones, but so far, I guess I'm going to have to lean towards Matt Ryan simply because of, one, the value of the position and how long and good he was in his time in Atlanta, and then 2, I guess just for how much he cared. He really, really cared about this team and the sport of football, and it was really nice to see. We will not find another guy like that, at least for a long time. It's going to be hard to find someone great like that. The truth is, you just can't replace greatness. We're just going to have to find someone that's different from Matt Ryan. He's not going to have the same personality as Ryan. He's not going to have the same traits as Ryan because there will never be someone like Matt Ryan, which is good because that shows that he's a legend. You can't replace him. I'm thankful for all Matt Ryan has done. Just watching him in the 3 Falcons games I went to, they pulled off these 3 pretty big wins. My first ever Falcons game with Matt Ryan was the 2015 Falcons and Panthers where they took down the undefeated Panthers. And then the 2019 game in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, taking down the Eagles on Sunday night. And then the one last year with the Falcons and Dolphins. It was nice to see Matt Ryan pull off a win. So that's just one reason I like Matt Ryan. But, you know, also just the things he would do for the community. You always saw him helping out Atlanta, just in general, not just the team. Like the city of Atlanta, you always saw him helping the team out. And you always saw him posting about, you know, just great things for the team and for the city. He very clearly cared. And he's also got what seems to be a very loving family right now. So it looks like life is starting to look like it's going to be really, really good for Matt Ryan. And now he is on, a brand new team with a much better roster. This is a new chapter for Matt Ryan. What can he do with a much better squad? I think you'll see him take off. Now, it does seem like every quarterback nowadays, when they get to their new team in year 1, they win the Super Bowl like Tom Brady and Matt Stafford. So can Matt Ryan do the same with the Colts? I don't know, but we'll see. As far as Georgia sports go in Indianapolis, they've been very good. Georgia players all killed it in the combine this year in Indianapolis, and then they won the national championship in Indianapolis. So does that mean Matt Ryan, a former Georgia guy, is going to do good in Indianapolis? I don't know. But we'll see. Overall, I'm very thankful for Matt Ryan. Thank you for all that you've done. Unfortunately, all of the arguing that you're going to see on social media is done. No more Matt Ryan arguments, although I guess a little bit more thankfully than unthankfully. But, you know, it's what it is. So how do you guys feel about this? Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, I will see you guys with a video this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support. And as always, rise up.